Good afternoon, everyone. This is JAKEEMSMITH of J Productions. You can follow us at J Productions, the number one, and on Instagram at JAKEEMSMITH, JAKEEM Smith. Today, you can find us at Clark Atlanta University, where we are talking to the PR students that are graduates. Some are sophomores, but mostly are seniors, where we're encouraging them and telling them that today is the day that you're going to take the next step to advance your career. We are enlightening them on what our lives are like being a publicist and the things that we go through and the challenges that we may face. And today we're trying to let them know that you can do it. Whatever you put your mind to, you can make it. Don't let anyone say that you can't make it. So that's what we're here to do, to inspire with my colleagues that I'm on the panel with. Amazing women. I'm the only male that's on the panel today, and one of the youngest, I must add. But I just want to thank everyone for tuning in today, and as well coming and participating in this amazing event. And thank you, Clark Atlanta, for choosing J Productions to be one of the speakers for today.
Hi, my name is JACQUELYN and I'm the Senior Recycling Coordinator for the City of Atlanta. We're here today at Clark Atlanta University's PR Day, and I'm one of the guest panelists. The reason I came out today was to basically give back to the students. I think it's very important that they hear from professionals that's in the field that they want to go to let them know, hey, what's out there, things that they can do to get their foot in the door. And it's great because I think that everybody needs to always give back and be a storyteller. Let people know your story so that you can breathe life into it, and to get the students just to do a good job when they get out there in the field.
Hello, I am Lily Mae of Lily Mae PR Agency here in Atlanta, and I'm very excited to be a part of the panel PR Saves the Day, because we definitely save the day Monday through Sunday. I think it's a great effort that the students are doing here at Clark Atlanta University, because there needs to be opportunities for professionals like myself to share with the students and the new batch of emerging PR professionals all of our insight and kind of help them hone their skills and talent so that they can, reach the level that they would like to professionally as well. And definitely be sure to follow me on all social media platforms at Lily Mae PR. That's LILLIEMAEPR. And I hope to see everyone soon.
And so good afternoon to the students at Clark Atlanta University. My name is Bunny Jackson-RANSON. I own and operate a public relations marketing agency located here in Atlanta. We founded the company almost 40 years ago, so I've been doing what I do for 40 years. I love my work, I'm passionate about it, and my specialty is media relations that is, community affairs, social responsibility that corporations have. I do some event planning, not very much. I do promotional events, I do government affairs. And I came to this event today because I have this urge to teach young people, like those of you who are listening to me, about what I do and how to do it better. Public relations is such a challenge these days with social media entering into the field. But it's here and it's not going anywhere, but neither is traditional media. We have to mix the two. And I'm running out of things to say, so I'm going to say goodbye. Ask you to check me out on my website, which is www.fclassinc.com. You can Google me, Bunny Jackson-RANSON, and most of the stuff you see you can believe. Check out my website. It tells you what I do and how I do it and who I have worked for over the past 40 years. So, gung-ho, Clark Atlanta. See you on the flip side.
Hi, my name is Lenita Green, and I am over PR and communications for Triumph Motorcycles. Today we're at Clark Atlanta University, just talking to the students about the importance of understanding their craft and just giving them some guidance on how to make it in the PR industry. I'm quite honored to be a part of this. I think it's important. I always do what I can to give back, and I'm just very humbled and thankful for the experience. If you'd like to, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Lanita S. Green PR. That is Lanita, Lanita,
'S, Green like the color, Green, PR. And I hope to see everyone soon.
PR. And I hope to see everyone soon. Thank you. Green like the color, GREEN, PR. at Instagram or on Twitter again. Thank you.
Let me just say, for when you're asking about social media, how it can assist you with what you're doing, definitely don't wait to get that job. With social media, you can show off your skills now. I mean, you can go to websites such as like about.com where you can become an author and if you feel like you're an expert on something, and it doesn't have to be something in the PR field. If you love volunteering and that's what you want to write about because they have so many different topics, use that, and that way you can build your portfolio and say, hey, I don't just write press releases, but I've got my own blog. So get out there and blog about stuff that that you enjoy doing. But definitely use social media, to your advantage, and do it now. Don't wait to get that intern. Don't wait to get that job.
And there's a hole in the market in social media. There's a big hole in the PR market with social media. Fill it. Right now, I just hired a young lady to do blogging for me, to do my Facebook page, because I don't have time to do it. I have to keep up with traditional media. And don't knock traditional media. It ain't going nowhere. It's here to stay.
Social media is a social.
Right, but let me say this. Just because you do it on your personal pages doesn't mean you can do it for business, because there's different ways that you have to convey messages for business social media pages rather than your personal pages. So if it is something that you want to go into, then you need to figure out, just kind of look at other business social media platforms and see how they're conveying their messages, because it's different than how you talk to your friends on Twitter and Instagram when you're talking to millions and millions of fans for this brand. Because if you read, there have been stories of people messing up on social media platforms for brands because they're too quick to the trigger to get something out rather than thinking about how it should be conveyed. So granted, there are positions available in social media for social media content platforms and everything, but you have to be careful about how you're publishing stuff for a brand rather than your personal brand.
And also, just to piggyback off Taria, with that being said, don't be afraid to volunteer. I mean, we professionals are looking for young professionals to do social media. And a lot of times I run into students and they say, well, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not going to do it. Do it for free. You have to work for free. Now, and I know everybody needs money, but you have to show that you're hungry. You have to work for free. You need the experience. It looks great on your resume. You are paying your dues right now. I'm sorry. You got to pay your dues. We had to pay our dues. Sometimes I still work for free, sometimes just to get the job. So you have to be willing to work for free, or at least volunteer to get some of those skill sets so that you can use that experience so that you can land the big jobs. And I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but you got to do it. And you have to do it well. So just because you're working for free, don't come in and do it half.
He said I just partnered last year, and I worked for free doing an event for Hosea Feed the Hungry. But the relationships that I built, you can't put a price on that. I just moved back to Atlanta from New York, so I had relationships there. But the relationships with the media here, I didn't have that. So even graduate school, all of that, NYU, all of that, you're never too good to do anything. I still had to work for free and partner with somebody who was already in the Atlanta market and had a name for herself just to get myself in here.
How many people are doing internships this summer?
Trying.
Applying.
So, the ones that don't have their hands raised, why haven't you applied yet?
I can answer. I'm trying to study abroad this summer, so that's what I just came from an internship in Paramount Pictures, so I just want to travel this summer. Hopefully I can, but if not, I'm still applying to internships, but my main goal is to study abroad this semester. Well, yes, summer.
Start speaking it more. Get sticky notes and have it everywhere. What you're going to be doing. Speaking it to yourself.
Okay, I will be studying abroad this summer.
And you're talking about internships, and that's my youngest sister right there, who's a student here at Clark. And it was a period where she was not getting internships and was applying. I was reviewing her application. But honestly, to find internships now, you need experience. You need internship experience to get an internship. And I'll say that when when I hire interns, I don't, and I'm not going to say this is fair, but I don't hire interns that are freshmen and sophomores. And I used to, because I was at a time I was a freshman and a sophomore, and I had internships. But now I would get freshmen and sophomores who would just come and they wouldn't want to work. And I'm just like, I don't understand this. And I didn't know, maybe your freshman and sophomore year, you're not trying to get a job, but that's not just the sole purpose of interning. But at that time, maybe they thought that. And I figured when you're junior and senior, maybe you're gonna be more focused because you do want to build those relationships because you're thinking about a job. My only difference was when I was a freshman and a sophomore, I was thinking about jobs and building relationships. But to go back to Amber, she couldn't find an internship. And so what she did was, she did something that, and I'm not gonna say that I 100% believe that that was gonna open doors for her, but it has. She started a platform called Intern Confidential. And they have, it's on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and a blog where she caters to those who may have been in her position. So you can go on there and you find internship experiences in all fields. I was at a conference, a PR conference at Georgia State about a month ago maybe. And someone was speaking who was based in Miami and San Francisco. And they were telling the college students where to go get information if they're trying to find internships. And they said Intern Confidential. And I'm like, that taught me something. When you don't have the opportunity to get what you want, start creating your own opportunities. And so that's going to be valuable, especially today, more than when I was in undergrad. Everybody is a publicist. When I first came to Atlanta, everybody that I met was a publicist. And they don't even know what a press release is. They don't even have clients. They don't know how to pitch. And so when you don't have the opportunity that you want in front of you, start thinking of ways that you can create your own opportunities so that people will come to you and you're not always trying to go get stuff from people. And you need that more today than you needed 10 years ago.
That's right. And again, if you can't find an internship, volunteer. Volunteer with these nonprofit organizations. They always need help. You know, exactly. And so you can, even if it's with your church, you know,
amen.
Volunteer to do that, and it is something that you can use on your resume. One thing I want to say about resumes, I know that's not a topic of discussion, but the average person looks at a resume for 7 seconds. 7 seconds you have to state your case, and they determine whether or not they want to go on and read the rest of it. So one thing I would recommend is when you put together your resume, get rid of your objective. Everybody has an objective. That objective is to get a job. Period. That's everybody's objective. Get rid of that. You want to put a summary. And you want to quickly summarize all of your skills. You know, use keywords from those internships in your summary. Because that's going to help these people. A lot of these people are using electronic things that pick up the keywords, and then they'll determine whether or not that will determine whether or not they'll read your resume. But 7 seconds is all you have.
And be specific in the descriptions that on your resume. For example, don't use lofty descriptions like I'm a social media expert. How are you an expert?
Right.
Don't say I can write a press release. Just say, I've written press releases for. In other words, let the employer, the potential employer, know specifically what you can do. Don't just say, I interned at Clark in the area of public relations. What did you do? Right. You wrote press releases, you pitched stories, you placed stories from your pitching. Say things like that that make people want to hire you.
And if you can quantify it, you can put a number to it. I pitched 30 stories a month or a week or however long, you know.
And of those, 25
how many place?
Right.
And include your writing samples. I don't want to have to ask for your writing samples, but you're not going to get even internships without giving your writing samples. People want to know if you're saying on your resume you can write, show them that you can write. And when you meet with professionals like us, I say this, and this may not be everybody's preference, send them a handwritten note. Just send, and that will set you apart from everybody else who just sends them. Yep. Send them, and I still do that to this day. And I stress upon my younger sister, who's here at Clark now, to send handwritten notes. And not just to people who you think can get you a job, to anybody who's helped you, because that receptionist that you talked to and got on her nerves a million times to get to the director, send her a handwritten note. You never know what that receptionist may be able to do for you. That's true.
I would like to thank all the panelists, and people give them a round of applause. We're going to go to a quick break, but if you would like, to meet the panel, you should get up.
My name is Leon Valentine. You know, I'm a junior mass media arts major, concentration in public relations management for Washington, D.C. I am this year's coordinator for PR Day 2014, entitled PR Saves the Day. We chose the title PR Saves the Day because we feel like PR professionals actually do save the day. They are the ones behind the scenes, you know, sustaining the images, building the images, you know, doing the dirty work of obtaining an image of an organization, a person, or just a business. I feel like, you know, with bringing these professionals, we chose people with diverse backgrounds, from politics, from entertainment, from fashion, you know, from blogging, social media, and bringing them all together for students, you know, to let them talk about their experiences, let them talk about the expectations, experiences, and just knowledge and wisdom of being a PR professional. These people have been in the industry for some time now, so they can use their values and instill that into the students, you know, giving them the opportunities to ask questions, to be engaged, and to also know certain things that they can build upon themselves of wanting to be a PR professional.
I am TRAYVON Hughes, and what made me attend PR Day this year is because, number one, I attended it last year, and I also helped coordinate it last year, hosting different panels. I wanted to see how different it was this year. And I will say one thing that I got from it this year is the fact that if you want whatever you say that you want, you have to be extremely consistent while doing it. So just sending off one email is not okay. You have to send off multiple emails to the same person, and you have to also be specific as to what you're going to do for that person and how you're going to get it done. So don't just say, hey, I want to work for you, so-and-so. Instead say, hey, I want to work for you, and I can do this, I can implement this strategy, I can implement this tactic, and here's how I can present opportunity for you, and here's who I am, and here's what I do. So yeah, I definitely learned how to just put myself out there some more, establish credibility, and I look forward to moving on and advancing in my career. Thank you.
Was it on that